This ain't French cuisine. This ain't fine dining. And we're making paprikash.
Okay, just do it once for me, okay? Hi, y'all.
Hello.
Hi, y'all. Jesus Christ. Hello, people. Welcome to Flambaé, my dumpster fire of a cooking show. My name is Yanni, and your name is?
My name is Cole.
And today we're making
chicken paprikash.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about this recipe.
So this is a traditional Hungarian dish. It is made of chicken stock, chicken, sour cream, because if you know anything about Hungarian cuisine, we love our sour cream. ASMR, we love sour cream. And it is traditionally served over spätzle, but it is nearly impossible to find spätzle in New York, so we have egg noodles instead, which is a fairly decent substitute.
You can't physically process gluten or dairy, so
Correct.
we're gonna go with the dairy-free sour cream today.
And egg noodles do have gluten in it, but this is, we choose our battles.
Before we start the recipe, please make sure you can't be eating, because this is going to the start of the video.
Oh.
Please make sure to roast that like button, hit subscribe. Let's get on with the recipe.
We're totally not filming this at the end of the episode. Crazy.
You're trying to destroy everything I've built. You want everything to crumble down
So good.
around me.
You should dice your onion. Now, you typically would want a whole onion. However, I was prepping beforehand and I got a little bit hungry. Does that work? We're going to be making a singular onion today. Now, in order to make an onion, what you do is you go to the grocery store and you buy an onion. When I make my onions, I like to decide in that moment, do I keep on the dry skin part or do I peel it off? Today, I'm feeling as though I would like to keep it on, so. Onion. So this is how the recipe reads. In a pot or Dutch oven, which we have, this is a pot or a Dutch oven?
That is a Dutch oven.
This is a Dutch oven. Wow. Combine oil or butter and diced onion until soft, not brown. Now, if you want to get fancy, you can use olive oil. If you want to be really fancy, you can use extra virgin olive oil. If you're feeling cuckoo bananas, you can use butter. Do you have vegan butter?
No, not today.
Sorry, you have some, don't you?
That's like,
That's Irish butter.
that's the most butter that butter
This
gets.
is pure butter. So, because I don't want to shit my pants, we're going to be using olive oil.
I don't know why you have such an issue with shitting your pants.
Aw, love. That's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. If you're like me and onions make you cry, you just step out of frame for a little bit.
You think that's out of frame? Must I chop anything else, or is this the end of the physical labor?
So this is a really fun part of this entire experience, is if you hate chopping things like I do, this is literally all the chopping you have to do.
Gorgeous.
No chopping.
I love that.
No chopping. This is a note for anyone who may or may not be of Hungarian descent. If I see a single one of you motherfuckers in the comments saying, "That's not how you make chicken paprikash," I literally could care less. This is my grandmother's recipe, so if you have a problem with her, you can go to a gravesite and argue it out there. Okay? Thank you. Because I know how you bitches are when he be posting Greek stuff, being like, "That's not how you make it in Greek."
Stop it.
What?
Let me cry about it in private.
He cries about it in private to me. So, unlike him, I am combative. I will come for you. I'm an Aries moon.
All right, so how do we start?
So we just start by throwing the onions into the Dutch oven.
Okay, just throw them in.
I mean, you're cleaning up the mess.
Do you normally salt your chicken before it goes into the pot?
It depends on the day.
You don't have to go that close, Cole.
Sometimes I will salt it before, sometimes I won't. It just, whatever I'm feeling.
I will spank you.
So when we were little kids and we were told, you're not allowed to swear, we would get away with it by saying wooden spoon in Hungarian. What do you think it is?
I have no clue.
It's fucking Al. This is fucking-el. So I'm gonna spank you with the fucking-el. I'm taking the skin off. You just wanna like, it's like an uncircumcised
Cole.
It's an uncut gem.
None of this is making it in the video.
No, this should.
Something I like to do with chicken skin is like lay it out between two flat half-sheet trays, bake it at like 350, 375, and it bakes into this beautiful like chip, this chicken skin crisp. So for a friend of mine that does not eat pork, she can't have bacon, this is like the closest thing I've ever had to bacon.
I'm actually just gonna throw a little salt and pepper into the mix already.
When you add salt at this point to the onions, it kind of gives the onions a head start of cooking because it pulls out the moisture. So I'm all for it. And then you're blooming black pepper. I think that's great.
Blooming?
Yeah, blooming.
What is this, a Troye Sivan video? I'm also going to salt the chicken. If you're one of those people who's like, you must salt your chicken 24 hours in advance, that's him. This isn't your recipe. This is my grandma's recipe.
Oh my
and
God.
she didn't say in the recipe to salt chicken 24 hours in advance.
How did you get her recipe? Where's this? Who has this like written, scribed?
Well, fun fact, my grandma's dead.
I don't think you're ever gonna. That was the fun fact.
My grandma is passed away, but before she passed away, she created an entire collection of recipes and gave it to my mother. When my mother dies, she gets to choose who gets it.
Woof. Woof. I would stay in her good graces.
Something about this recipe as well. The root word of paprikash is paprika. If you are of Hungarian descent, you know that this goes on everything. Everything. I don't care what the dish is that I'm making, I put paprika in it or on it. So we're gonna throw a little bit of paprika into the onions. You know, just be liberal with it. My grandma's recipe says, and I quote, 1 tablespoon of paprika, in parentheses, more if needed. There's always more needed. So what we're gonna do is we are going to take our slightly salted chicken and throw them in the pot.
So you leave the onions in while you do this?
Absolutely.
You can say that again.
Absolutely.
You can say that again.
Absolutely. What we're doing right now is we're just browning the chicken.
How long would you say you leave it in the pot for?
Until it's brown.
Got it.
Make sure to move around the onions a little bit so they don't burn. That's an important thing you want to do. Just make sure that nothing burns, right? We're just going for browning right now. The recipe calls for optional, a Hungarian hot pepper. It is very hard to find a Hungarian hot pepper in New York City. So we're using a poblano.
Love.
Yes.
So this is a poblano that I've actually roasted ahead of time. I just kind of threw it in a pan last night, got the outside all charred, and then I scraped that off.
Add the chicken stock.
And deglaze the bottom of the Dutch oven.
What?
We're gonna deglaze the bottom of the Dutch oven.
What does that mean?
Wait, exactly. So once you pour this in, it's gonna help you release all the fond at the bottom of the pot.
Where's the camera pointing?
It's a wide angle.
It's not all about the food, it's about the people cooking. Okay, did you turn it up? You turned the heat up.
A little. I wanted it to brown a little faster. I have therapy at 1.
Peppers are added. Now what we need to do is add the chicken stock. We need 1.5 to 2 cups of chicken stock. In parentheses, enough to cover chicken in pot. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're just scraping the bottom.
Deglazing. So this is what this is called. What you're doing. It's a really great technique of like adding back flavor, and cleaning. I'm just saying what you're doing is expert. I'm giving you the words to define exactly what you're doing.
Do you think people come here for professional cooking?
They don't.
They come here to look at this fat
Stop.
We want to bring this to a light boil. Quote, be sure to just barely cover chicken with stock. If you can see, it is barely covered. So we're going to cover it with the lid and let it cook for an hour. This is the best part because we get to sit and do nothing. But before we go, of course, our paprika.
That looks so good though.
Yummy!
Yum.
This dish should make your poop red.
Are we leaving this on medium, low? What temperature?
We're going to leave it on a medium low.
Gorgeous. We will see you in a hot sec.
1 hour.
You know what?
Okay,
Wait.
so
Sorry. Do you want the mic? Can...
No, I don't want it.
Yeah, please, please, please.
No.
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 You're the chef in the kitchen today.
I'm not the chef in the kitchen.
I am the sous.
No, Yanni, I don't want it.
Take it.
I don't.
You're Flambaé now.
Woo! Okay, so I'm only going to be communicating like this from now on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
It's so beautiful. Gorgeous. Can you do a little spin for us? A little twirl? Yay!
Chicken's done cooking. So what we do now is we take the chicken out. You just have to like debone and like all the chicken, like all that jazz. So you're supposed to use like a cup of sour cream. This is 16 ounces or 12 ounces. So I'm just gonna put half in for now and then we'll just eyeball it. And then we do want a little bit of flour. I think it's like it's just to thicken it. That's really the end goal. So,
Wait, this is falling off the bottom.
yeah, it's supposed to.
Gorgeous. Wow, she can cook. She can cook.
Look at her. Spin. Q spin. Yay!
Good girl.
You've been teaching her that, right?
I have. Just literally falls off the bone.
So this is about like the color and consistency that you want to get. I usually just eyeball it. Of course, there are measurements that you can go with, but when I see it looking pretty much this color, that's when we add the chicken back in because I think it just sort of soaks up the flavor. So now's the fun part. This is where we start eating. Just doing a little taste test. I'm gonna act as if I didn't taste it beforehand, so I knew what to say. Ooh. I wonder what it needs. It needs more pepper.
May I taste?
No. If you could cook it with peppercorns, that would be really fierce.
We have peppercorns. You didn't ask for peppercorns. You said, can you hand me?
Do you not know how to read my mind? You should know this by now.
You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna throw a little bit more paprika in there as well, because why the not?
Can I taste it?
No.
I'm gonna put the lid on this
No.
so it boils a little faster.
Near.
With all due respect, yes.
No. Is the recipe better with dairy sour cream? Yes. For good measure,
Yum.
a little more paprika.
Yum.
So when you think you don't have enough paprika, a little bit more. And then when you taste it, you'll be like, you'll feel it in your puswacha. Or your buswacha. The difference between a puswacha and a buswacha.
A buswacha?
A buswacha.
You're gonna describe this.
Yeah.
To the children out there.
So a puswacha, a
Can you-
buswacha, bussy. I were to stick my pork sword into your meat pocket. The meat pocket is the puswacha. Now, however, if we want to use the back door meat pocket, that's your buswacha.
I knew this was a huge
And this will make your puswacha and your buswacha
Alright.
pop.
This was a mistake. I'm so sorry that I asked you to describe that. We have to shut it down now. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Okay, so. The water is boiling the same way that you hear a song from 2009 that you used to throw to in the backseat of your mom's minivan, but you're at the club now and you're 25 years old and you're a little bit drunk, but it's not your favorite song of all time. You're like, oh my God, I forgot this song existed. That is how the water is boiling. That's the perfect moment to throw your egg noodles or spätzle into the water.
Did you salt this or no?
Yeah, there's salt in it.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just making sure.
Every time I look at the camera like that, I do want a close-up zoom. Look at that.
No.
And then you can do ASMR.
I think you're gonna get canceled after this. I really do. This is the last of your career.
You almost fell into the paprika.
I'm feeling unwell. I'm sorry.
Fava, what's been your favorite part of the meal so far? Yeah. And when you did the spin for the chicken, how did you feel about that? I think she was happy about it. Now, Fava, do you enjoy being held like a clutch? No comment. Last question, Fava. Oh, so sweet. When you go dookie outside, I didn't know if you...
That's the one word you won't... you choose to omit?
When you dump a fat outside, a gargantuan, nasty, vile horse dong of a outside, how does it feel? Me too. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Fava. So I like my noodles a little bit al dente.
What I love to do in this situation is put the noodles into the soup to finish cooking. That way they absorb a lot of that flavor that's in there. Cole has an issue with like not being able to control noodle to soup ratios. So
Here's my problem with it, is that the noodles can get too soggy if you do that. Also, there's probably too many noodles here for the amount of soup that we have. Anyway, subscribe to me if you are okay with a potty mouth and you're comfortable with that. You can find me on all my socials at jkitscole. I'm a professional astrologer and I will probably insult you based on the day you were born. The noodles are done.
the noodles are done.
Okay, I hate straining noodles. So we're gonna have our sous chef do it for us. Oh my god, wait, I wanna get that audio. I don't even need to say it. I don't. You know what I'm gonna say. So now that the noodles are drained, you just serve and enjoy. Well, typically I like to use this much noodle, and then I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I just kind of go in and scoop some out.
Okay.
Yum.
Oh my lord. You don't do this.
No, I don't. I just wanted to see if you'd let me do it.
Insane. Move over.
You can add a little pepper to the top. And of course, for good measure, a little paprika. Why do you act surprised? It's delicious.
It's really good.
Obviously.
But like the noodle is fantastic. It has a good bite to it.
I know.
I'm impressed. The poblano's really nice, actually. You get a little bit of that charred flavor carry through. It's really quite good. You killed it. Nice job.
I know.
It's just so freaking tasty.
Grandma killed it. Oh, I was about to make a really bad joke.
Do it. I love how creamy it is. The noodle has the perfect bite to it. There's like just the right amount of spice.
Mm-hmm.
It's so comforting. It's like warm and velvety. It's really, really expertly executed.
I know.
You did an awesome job.
Obviously.
You can say thank you.
Why would I say thank you for something that I know is true? Your audience is literally gonna be like, wow, he's such a pompous asshole. I hope that they know that this is all satire.
It is all satire.
Thanks for watching. You can find me at jkitscole on all social media platforms. Unfollow Yanni and follow me instead. This has been a fantastic meal and I cannot wait to take over Flambaé.
Thank you so much for watching, y'all. If you haven't already, please make sure to roast the like button, hit subscribe, little notification bell, you know the works. As always, my name is Yanni, and your name is...
That
And thank you for watching this mess of a show.
Hi Yanni subscribers. I don't know how close up that this is. This dish is so fucking good. It will literally make your pussy pop. Okay? I get horny just thinking about making this dish. Wait, hold on. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna get it. This entire recipe is dedicated to my dead grandmother. Love you. She's actually tattooed right here.
Oh.
This recipe is dedicated to my deceased grandmother, Ilona Suvak. R.I.P. She is the one who has passed this down from generation to generation. She is an icon and legend, and I have her forever engraved on my skin. That's chic. Bye, you junkie whores!